Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aisyah Bella Rizky and I will doing oral presentation for my final exam of critical essay. And the book review that I did is Foursquare for Writing Assessment Secondary, written by Judith S. Gould and Mary F. Burke. Foursquare for Writing Assessment for Secondary Level is a book that discusses about fun ways to create ideas for writing. With this book, teacher can easily create a fun class, especially for writing class. As we all know, writing is one of the hard subjects in English. Creating fun ways to teach the class will make the students have more fun and relax while they still get what the teacher is trying to explain to them. This book consists of 4 chapters, and the overall pages of the book is 52 pages, including the cover and the preface. The first chapter title is Learning the Foursquare for Informational Writing. This chapter divided into 6 sub-chapters. Mostly, these chapters talk about how to practice Foursquare in the class with using paper that should be folded into hamburger or hot dog fold, and students should write an important press only in each squares. In each square should be added by transition. And for the second chapter title is Learning the Foursquare for Narrative Writing. In this chapter, it has 2 sub-chapters. In working of narrative writing, we should divide conflicts, rise in action, climax, and ending into 4 squares. In this chapter, we can see that on finding ideas for writing a narrative text, it could be in form of chart and template. The third chapter title is 3-step revision. In this chapter, it has 3 sub-chapters. It gives example for teacher to teach the students that if they want to make a perfect writing or essay, they could adding some word or paragraphs to their essay, or subtracting unnecessary words or repetition and changing the words if it feels out of the topic. This chapter teach about how students can revision their writing if they are not around their writing tools or their teachers. And the last and the 4th chapter title is Prompt for Practicing. In this chapter, it has 3 sub-chapters. These chapters basically just some practice section for students to fill after they done reading and doing all the exercise from the previous chapters. Foursquare method acts as a map or a plan for writing. In the Foursquare, we should write with press only. The purpose of doing that because we make the ideas to strengthen our paragraph. We should not write with a full sentence because it will more to the paragraph rather than as a map or plan ideas. Why I like this book? Because the language that the writers use is very easy to understand, and to apply it into our classroom, it will be so easy. Not only for teachers, this book will be a good and easily understand by the students. I think it would not be a bad idea to give this book as material and exercise book for our students. Not like any other books, this book has a lot of illustrations, so it's not monotone with only words and paragraphs. Why I said this method is fun? Because for using this method, we should have several things such as paper, colored marker, and some puzzles. Some students might think that what we do is playing games. Meanwhile, what we do in the classroom is learning the new materials. With this method, students can be more focused on what the right idea that they should be writing rather than focus on something out of the topic that will lead into unnecessary examples. I think that's all about my book review. Thanks for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.